All set and they sprinting away. Schiffer was about a half a length slow down the middle of the course, but quickly recovers to be amongst the leading vicinity. Mighty Var, Bold Var's very quick on the inside. Cotswold, Norman's towards the outside. Bold Var and Schiffer coming to the 300-meter marker. Bold Var by 3 parts of a length. Schiffer's on the stand side. Mighty Var looks to come forward. Bold Var digs in the last 100. Schiffer's now flat out on the outside, and Schiffer's now coming home hard the last 100. Norman's is also running on well, but Schiffer's got the class. Puts her hooves in the right places and takes the money. Bold Var second, Norman's. Divine Jet only gets a mention late on in the race. Before you blinked, it was race over and Schiffer. She started to unwind. She took on Bold Var, and the connections are here for Schiffer. Another victory at Clairwood. Well, just out the machines. I think she was about a half a length slow out, but she quickly recovered. But Bold Var certainly had the speed all the way throughout. But the last 150, you just got the feeling that Schiffer was going to master him. And you'll see Sean Cormack, he'll just punch the air past the post. And that's it on number 3, Schiffer. Well done to all the connections. Ends up winning about 3 parts of a length to a length as they hit the line. And Schiffer. Norman stayed on well. And a top run from Divine Jet. He only gets a mention later on, but over 600 meters you were up there and that was it, Mr. Whatever. Then came Cotswold further back in the running. Fat Chance, Stampede, King's Jet, they never got a mention. It was all from the word go. Bold Var and Schiffer with Norman staying on, but Bold Var runs a cracker here, but Schiffer, you'll see rider Sean Cormack, he just nursed her coming to the 200. He didn't give her a smack at that stage. Now he gives her a flick or two down the neck, and that's just to make sure nothing comes on by. And Schiffer, another top flight performance from this individual. Back to the studio.
Well, Schiffer was the favourite here, and she is an absolute flying machine. She's proved it again. She hasn't lost at this track, 444. And they made you think about it today, Sean.
Yeah, you know, she hadn't run since Cape Town, and you know, this was always going to be up her alley, the trip, you know. But the little blow billow was out and gone, you know. So it was up to me to fly the flag for the Sharks, and we ran him out of it where it counted.
Were you worried at any stage? Because going across the junction, the little blow billow was going.
This filly's unbelievable, you know. I've always said that she's a star, and she's obviously got certain things that have prevented her from getting to that status. But she's a star, and you know, she, even in her races over 5 furlong, she jumps and takes her about a furlong and a half to wind up into it, and then she's got this absolute speed and a high cruising speed, and it was just a matter of once the penny dropped with her, and a furlong out, I mean, it was just not a race.
You just punch her out.
I didn't touch her with a whip, and I'm glad, because you know, I didn't want that. You know, I wanted her to win like she did and come out of it well, and let's hope that we can continue to look at bigger things with her now.
Well done, Sean.
Thanks obviously to Lindy and to Jake for making the trip out, to my boss and to my sponsor. Thanks very much.
Well done. Let's speak to Den first. Well done, Den. Terrific job. You know, she's a filly who has her problems, but she's as I say, as quick as a $1 massage.
Yeah, and she's just left. She's brilliant. Yeah. I mean, you know, we know how good Duncan's filly is, and you know, to beat her and then to go on and see what Duncan's filly's done.
Yeah. It's
amazing, but you know, as long as we can keep her sound and prevent the bleeding, I think we've got a hell of a future with her.
Yeah. You've got a nice season ahead of you, Den.
Well, we hope so, Lef. Yeah, I think so. Got some nice horses coming through. And well done again to Lindy, Lee and Gaynor. Yeah. You know, fantastic owners. And I hope they have a lot more success and fun with this filly.
Thanks, Den. Lindy, let's speak to you first. I'll grab Handsome afterwards. Firstly, congratulations. A wonderful race too for the stallion, first, second and third.
Oh, absolutely. Look, that is a sensational VAR, again, just coming through and doing his bit with the sprints and, you know, so much more. I just hope this is a year for Schiffer. You know, she's had to come through a lot, and I must say, Dennis and I both get emotional, but Dennis mostly because he really does work hard with her. She's a when you're special, then that does need the extra work, which I can only say thank you to Dennis and the team for what he does. And I just want to say thank you to my partners who came in on with me, Lee and Gaynor. I don't know, they're all around the world. But I'm also happy Jake and his son Wesley were here with me. It's just wonderful to be in the winning enclosure.
Fantastic. Let's have a word with Jake, because we've got him. Come and join us, Jake, please. Firstly, wonderful that you made the trip, and you're based down here, are you?
I am, yeah. I'm obviously coaching the Sharks, so it's fantastic. And, it's the second time I've been here to watch Schiffer run, and it's won twice, so who knows, maybe I'll be invited again.
You're the lucky omen.
I hope so.
And a wonderful horse to be associated with, but can I digress onto rugby for a moment?
Sure.
It's looking pretty good.
It is. I mean, obviously it's nice when Lindy supports me at rugby. At the least I can do is come down to the horses, and it's obviously not my horse, but it's fantastic to be here. And the Sharks are going well. It's a great side. And you saw what happened yesterday. South African side's obviously knocking over hurdles, which obviously helps us a lot as well. But
no winning South African side yesterday.
No, it wasn't. Obviously disappointing from that point of view. It's an amazing tournament because you actually watch the games hoping that South African sides will lose, which is not always the case. It's not a normal scenario to have. But it's definitely opened up for us. The destiny's in our own hands, and one of the nice things about sport is when you can control your own destiny. So, as we are now, we just got to keep winning and hopefully, stay on top.
Well, I can tell you, Jake, you brought the supporters back.
No, I know. Look, that's the nice thing about being in Durban. People love their sport, and they love their rugby. And as you say, I watched yesterday at Newlands, 25,000 people. We're averaging about 31,000 now. So it looks like the days of going to Kings Park and supporting the Sharks are back. And I think it's only because we're winning, and obviously we've got to keep that momentum.
Patrick Lambie a setback?
It is a massive setback, but I got some good news the other day that it looks like he might be ready for July, and that means running into the playoffs. Hopefully if we're still there, then he'll be part of that. So, it's not all doom and gloom for us at this stage.
Send him down a dryer in June, he'll get him fit.
Yeah, well, we'll get him down there. I'm sure there are a couple of guys would love to have their hands on him as well.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Jake.
Thank you. Thanks
very
so
much.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
There we go. Wonderful to have them here and come up and support the Flying Filly Schiffer. Superb filly and a superb day for VAR. Way too quick for them.